So Zelfa, fight week for you, back with Joe Gallagher as well. Just how has that maybe not changed your game, but maybe given you a new lease of life?
It's just basically showing me how to win in a different formation. Been here now, is it just 6 months? Grafting, working hard, working on different game plans. Tweaking my style, making me use all the tools in the box I never used to use. So yeah, man, it's just different fresh air really.
Yeah, it's a big thing to do to move, Jim, especially when family are involved as well. Just how difficult a decision was that for you?
Obviously it was hard, didn't it? But my uncle was the one that really kind of like put it to me. You know what I mean? And took it with both hands. And yeah, I'm here now and I feel good. I performed good literally probably about 3 weeks ago. So we got another fight on Saturday. Hopefully do the same thing and just keep moving forward. Back to the top. 2 smaller shows and back to where I belong, man. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Yeah, up at lightweight now, aren't you? You were always a massive super feather, weren't you? Just how has that maybe helped those extra few pounds?
A lot, Normally, this time if I was making super featherweight, I'd be wearing sweatsuits now, like depleting my body, killing my body. Today, I had a t-shirt, a thin t-shirt jumper thing, like leggings, like I'm just sweating. You know what I mean? But normally I'm depleting my body and killing myself and dragging meals to training. I just thought that was normal, and obviously it's not. And it's showing in my fight. I just couldn't get going. I couldn't do what I can do. So whereas now people see the best version of me, because what I do in sparring, I can do in the ring, because I'll be the same weight. Where I'll be a weight sparring, but then when I fight, when I make to be featherweight, my body won't even get to that weight because it's been depleted and deprived. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, up at lightweight, I believe I'll be a world champion at this weight. I believe the best version of me will be at this weight, and with the backing of Joe, 11 management, Steve Wood, and all my sponsors, but especially with Joe with the game plans and like the new formation that he's got me working on. Yeah, man, I believe I'll be a world champion.
Yeah, how is it stepping back to that kind of small hall scene, like going from the massive shows you've fought on just to go back into the leisure? I know it's only temporary, but
it's mad. It's mad because I topped the arena and the MEN. Like all my fights have been televised, big fights. So it is what it is, kind of thing. It's a fight. It's a fight. A fighter will fight anywhere. Only ego will stop fighters from fighting on certain shows. For example, like I needed this for myself and for Joe to work together to get what it's like to be with him in the corner, to fight week, instructions. I don't want to just go into a big fight and do that, because there might be a miscommunication or something, you know what I mean? Where like now, luckily for me, I'm in the position, thanks to 11 management and Steve Wood and Joe, that I can fight on their shows and go through trial and error, and then when it comes to the big shows, back to where I normally am. We'll just go like a duck on water, but at the moment, we're just finding our feet, which I believe we found our feet from the first fight. You know what I mean? From the jump, from the training session, we found our feet. But like I said, I'm in a position where now I can just go under the radar a bit, and then I can't wait to fight back on the big shows. Like I was watching Joe on Joe Cordina on Saturday. Like I'm watching all them guys, I'm thinking, yo, I can't wait to be back, man. You get me? Like at lightweight too. I'm gonna be a monster at this weight, man.
Yeah, it's bang on what you just said as well, because I think a lot of people, similar to Cordina, he's had a long time at the ring, and you putting ego aside, I'll just have a couple to work on Joe off
TV, the radar, really.
Nobody will see him off TV. You can make a mistake there. Nobody will really know about it.
Ego. A lot of fighters won't do that because of their ego. They'll just be like, oh, like I've boxed on big shows. I've done this. I topped the MEN. Only the best. Ricky Hatton, like artists, Little Baby, like all these, the best of the best, top there, and I did. So I know this is gonna better my career. You know what I mean? And it just shows the character of kind of person I am. Like I said, some people will be like, oh nah, they'd rather not fight for 12 months and then get put into a fight and then have ring rust and potentially be beat. You know what I mean? Look at me. Box Jazza, credit to him, just won like the WBA interim world title. But before that, I didn't box for 10 months. How are you expecting a racehorse to win a race if you're not going to race for 10 months? Like, not been in the ring, you know, so that ain't going to happen again. Inactivity it affects a lot of fighters. Doesn't matter how good you are, just being in the ring, that fear of fighting, that fear of whatever. So yeah, man, you know, I'm fortunate, I'm lucky to be fighting, you know, on these shows, and I'll be back. Get a good win Saturday. I'll be back on the big shows, maybe October, September. You know, my future's bright. You know what I mean? At any angle, like, my future's bright. I'm a good fighter. People know I can fight. You know what I mean? And every time I fight, people watch like the focus, because I don't even know what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. You know, my future's bright.
Yeah, just on Jazza, I suppose it looks better and better, that defeat now after his performance again in Turkey. I was there, and I thought he probably had to stop him to get a decision with the.
He done well, man. Yeah, he
really,
he done well, yeah. And you know, let's not take nothing away from Jazza, man. You know, he's been in the game for years, and he's become something that he's always wanted to become. You know what I mean? Even though he's the IBO world champion, like, but he's now the WBA. So credit to him, and it just shows my levels as well. Like, I got beat 6-4 or something. Like, that wasn't. I was dead. I was dead. Literally, I was just dead at the weight. So it just shows my capabilities when I'm going 100% at the right weight. You know, then it just shows my levels, how good I can be. Take nothing away from Jazza. And Jazza was even saying it, like, he believed that I was too big at the weight. You know what I mean? Like, but when you're at the weight, you just think, nah, I'm not. But it's not about how big you are. It's about having your energy levels, and I just didn't have the energy. I just couldn't get going. Jazza was firing, doing whatever, where I feel like that now. Like, I feel like, wow. And I messaged him after the fight a couple of weeks ago. I was like, wow, fucking hell, man. Like, I don't know how I made that weight. Like, and he's done it. He's moved up, you know what I mean? And I said, I made 9-9 the other day. I said that to him, I was saying, I don't know how I made flipping 9-4. I said, I was looking at my body, I'm like, how? And he just started laughing. But yeah, you know, I've done the right thing. I'm not depleting my body. I'm not wearing sweatsuits. And, you know, honestly, I do believe people will see the best version of me, because I'm firing. I can do everything in boxing, and thank God I've got the ability to do things. There's nothing stopping me. There's no weight. There's nothing. So all I've got to do, which I've been doing ever since my last fight, a week later I was here. It just shows my dedication and how hungry I am. Like, I come here straight away and just focused, and it's like I've been in camp for 6 months, literally. I boxed June, I boxed in July. Joe was probably telling me, don't come back to the gym until for 2 weeks. I mean, he'll probably tell me not to come back in, but I'll sneak in. And then I'm just staying ready, man. I'm just staying, you know, people might think, oh, he's been beat, he got beat off Jazza. You might, this is the right time to get in. If they think that, but I don't think people are not that stupid, but if they think that,
Promotionally, what's your situation at the moment?
Still with Matchroom. Yeah, just luckily for me, I can jump on these shows, you know what I mean? But yeah, I've just got to wait on my time, really, haven't I?
That Cordina fight was always a fight flirted down at Super Feather. He obviously made his debut in the lightweight division on Saturday. Do you think that now is what they'll push for, maybe, or is that something you'd want?
I don't know. I don't know if they'd push for it, but I just want to fight anybody. If that's the fight, then that's the fight. I'm not. I don't shy away from no fights. Like, I believe in me and I believe in my ability. So if they put a fight to us, then why not? Like, I believe in one of the best fighters in the world. Just because a football player, if he has a bad game, doesn't make him a bad player. You can have one bad game. he's still a good player. Like, I believe I'm one of the best fighters in the world. So, you know, anyone, whatever name they want to throw, whatever they, doesn't matter to me. It really doesn't matter.
What did you make of his return on Saturday?
Boxed well, you know, considering he had a long time out. Ring rust, it's a big thing, you know, it's a serious thing. So considering this, and they give him with a bit of a banana peel, that Mexican. It wasn't rubbish, caught him, but could him with a left hook. So, but he done well, you know. He let his shots go, hurt that kid to the body. He's a good fighter, Joe. You know, he probably will perform better in his next fight because of obviously the ring rust. So, yeah, man.
Yeah, there's obviously a good lot of talent in Manchester at the moment. Do you think you'll be on the next matchroom bill in Manchester?
Yeah, of course they will. Obviously, things happen in the background and whatnot, you know. But it is what it is, kind of thing now. Yeah. By the meeting, so yeah. I know what's what, and I know, you know, I'll be back on the big stage probably September, October time. Just that, you know, sometimes you gotta take two steps back to go 5 steps forward sometimes, you know, and this is my situation here, and yeah, I believe that I'll be a world champion, and I believe I'll be in big fights.
Yeah, it looks like Cordina's going down that WBO route, with picking up that belt. It's a booming division, isn't it? No better division to be in, probably. Which way would you like to go?
It doesn't bother me, honestly. Like, I believe in myself, it doesn't bother me. It's a smart route to go down because Keyshawn Davis just gone up to 140. Abdullah Mason's fighting Sam Noakes, so maybe Joe next step will be another WBO defence or whatever. Then it might be in line for the WBO, but it doesn't really bother me. When you believe in yourself, it doesn't bother me. Any route, anybody. Like, I don't fear nobody. At 135, like I didn't at 130. So at 135, it doesn't matter who it is. Put anyone against me. Like, I believe in myself.
Yeah, you had a great run with the IBF down at Super Feather. You'll probably be well ranked with the up at lightweight. Do you reckon that's a good route? Obviously, Matchroom got, you know, Andy Cruz who'll probably pick up that title eventually. Do you think that could be a good route to go down?
Any route. Honestly, he's a good fighter. He's a world class fighter. But why would you? You're in this sport to fight the biggest names, to fight the best, to be in the best shows. So it doesn't really matter. You get me? Like, some people, you can't pick to fight for a world title. Like, they're all hard fights. Yeah. Some people want to duck and avoid hard fights. This is a part of boxing. You get me? I will fight whoever they want me to fight. Like I said, I've had my apprenticeship fights at lightweight. Didn't have to. I'm a world class fighter, but I'm lucky enough to get that. You get me? But I've had 35 fights. I'm a seasoned experienced pro. 18, 19 knockouts. Like, been English, Commonwealth, European champion, won world title eliminators. Like,
unlucky.
Was in a world title fight. Unlucky. Like, beat Mexicans. Like, I've really done it. So my pedigree, like, it doesn't matter who it is. Like, if it was Joe Cordina, then it's Joe Cordina. If it's, I don't know, any of the top guys in the division, I don't know. It can be anyone. I'm not going to shy away from no fight, and I can't not say no. All right, cool. How long? How much? All right, sweet. Easy to work with. There's no, like, complications with me.
Mm-hmm. Well, best of luck for Saturday anyway, and I really appreciate you giving my time. Thank you very much, mate.
Nice.